King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold 60 cubits high and 6 cubits wide. He then summoned all of his officials to come to the dedication of the image. So the officials stood before it. Then King Nebuchadnezzar said,
"Nations and peoples of every language, as soon as you hear the sound of the music, you must fall down and worship the image of gold that I, Nebuchadnezzar, have set up. Whoever does not fall down and worship will immediately be thrown into a blazing furnace."
As soon as they heard the sound of the music, all the people fell down and worshipped the image of gold. Some astrologers came forward and said to King Nebuchadnezzar, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego pay no attention to you, your majesty. They neither serve your gods nor worship the image of gold you have set up." Furious with rage, Nebuchadnezzar summoned Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So these men were brought before the king. And Nebuchadnezzar said to them,
"Is it true that you do not serve my gods or worship the image of gold that I have set up? Now when you hear the sound of the music, if you do not worship the image, you will be thrown immediately into a blazing furnace. Then what god will be able to rescue you from my hand?"
They replied to him,
"King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves from your hand before you. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, our God is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand."
But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold that you have set up.
Then Nebuchadnezzar was furious. He ordered the furnace heated 7 times hotter than usual. And he ordered that they be thrown into the blazing furnace. Wait a minute. Okay, that's fine. The furnace was so hot, the flames of the fire killed the soldier who threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar was amazed and asked his advisors,
"Weren't there 3 men that I threw into the furnace? Look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, unharmed, and the 4th looks like the son of the god."
Nebuchadnezzar then approached the opening of the blazing furnace and shouted,
"Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out of there!"
So they came out of the fire, and King Nebuchadnezzar saw that the fire had not harmed their bodies, nor was a hair of their heads singed. Their robes were not scorched, and there was no smell of fire on them. Then Nebuchadnezzar said,
"Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and rescued his servants. They were willing to give up their lives rather than serve or worship any god except their own God. Therefore, I decree that anyone who says anything against their God be cut into pieces and their houses burned and turned into piles of rubble. For no other God can save in this way."
Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon.